Well, hello, small groups. So this last Sunday, we talked about sacred sexuality and started with just the question, why did God create us with this sexual capacity, ability, requirement in some ways? Why do we have that in our lives? And we moved on to look at God's design first and foremost. What did God design our sexuality for? And we looked at Genesis 1 through 3, and we looked at all of these beautiful ways that God designed us. How we, even in the Garden of Eden, man needed someone else besides himself. Adam had another need outside of himself. And then they were supposed to be naked and unashamed together. And we see this beautiful meeting of the two in Genesis. Also, we went wrong in Genesis 3. And so since Genesis 3, these needs, these desires, these many things that we have built ourselves on in our sexuality, we broke. We've gone off the path. And so there's so many ways we've done this. And we looked at why we do those things, why we have these needs, and we feel such a deep desire to solve those problems and to meet those needs, and how we've gone in so many different directions to do that. And also we looked at some statistics that, yes, the Bible is very real. It's not just in a book, but it makes a big difference as to whether we walk the paths that God has laid out for us. And so we looked at some statistics about what that looks like when we go off the path, and it's not a pretty picture. And so finally, we looked at God's solution. What is a vision moving forward? So we looked at a healing vision in the third place. And that healing vision really involves, first and foremost, God and His gospel. We have to be connected to God. We have to have that relationship with God, or these relationship desires will go way off the deep end and we will find ourselves struggling so deeply. And secondly, as we have all been broken by our own self-centered needs, desires, feelings, we need a picture of how to heal in community, in the church community. So God, His gospel community, we have to find a way forward to be brothers and sisters together that meet the needs of intimacy, to be a family together that meets the needs of places where there are no fathers or mothers. We need to be that community for one another, and God has a plan to heal us both now and forever. And it's a beautiful picture. So that's the picture of hope that we have as we view sacred sexuality and we look for His answers to where we've gone wrong. Have a great discussion.